but I think I did really well. Picked this trailer up off of Craigslist. It's 20 feet long. It's a 7-ton, which is 14,000 pounds. The trailer itself weighs 3,500 pounds dry. The front end has a 2 5/16 inch ball. It's quite heavy duty. It's actually got an adjustable ball height. Here's your battery for your brakes. It's 6-inch C-channel. From the top to the bottom is 6 inches, and this is 3/8 inch thick steel. The foot is 9 inches by 10 inches. It's a pretty decent foot. This crank is very, very large. This is a 4x4 post right here. And in between here, you've got a little cargo area. I pressure cleaned the boards up, even though that's not necessary. It's going to be covered with flooring. Center board here got some soft spots in it, but I'm going to put 3/4 inch plywood over this flooring. Having a 12-inch gap between there of soft wood is not going to matter. I'll put a door here. I might be using this axle for a pivot point for a drop-down foldable deck in the back. So a couch down there that turns into a bed, plus the door, so it'll be a split bed where the center comes up, you can walk through to get to the door. And then I'll have a door on that side over there. This front area here will be the bathroom, and I want to put a bay window on this end. When I bump it out into the bay window shape, which will come out, you know, above this storage area, the window will come up about 36 inches off the ground. So all of this I'll enclose for storage. They've already got a mesh grate down there. I just need to leave room for this handle to crank, so that it'll be storage on this side and then cranking room over there with hanging storage. Underneath this trailer is 16 on center cross beams. It's in relatively decent shape. It's a 2002 trailer, so there's surface rust. However, structurally it's good. This is a drop axle. There's your drop axle right there. The axles squeaked on the way back home, which means we've got to grease them. Grease the axles, pull those 2 plugs off, shoot some grease in there. Should improve it. There's 8 lugs in each axle. That's a monster. There's nothing structurally wrong with these wheel rims. This one's a little more badly pitted, but it's only surface rust. I applied Prep and Etch. It's a phosphoric acid based liquid, and I did these tires. They were quite rusty before, and all the rust has turned black. It's still working. It says to leave it on overnight and rinse it off. It's just a rinse off, but all of this was orange rust about 20 minutes ago, so it's definitely getting improved. I washed it off the bottom of the rubber, although I don't think it would harm it. But the rubber itself is actually really quite deep. That's really some good rubber on there. All 4 tires are good. Really very pleased. In general, it's a good little trailer. It's very, very sturdy. This very, very sturdy trailer. I'm very, very happy with it. 20 feet long. It's going to be great. The inside dimension from fender to fender is 80 inches. And what we're going to do is to extend this out 9 inches. These These fenders are 10 inches, pretty much a little shorter than match this length. The full measurement from there to over there, I believe that's 8'4". The trailer is back from being extended. The welding was done. The trailer bed itself between the fenders is 80 inches, so I had him extend it 9 inches. This is 4 inches wide to hold the sill plate of the wall. There'll be 2x4s. And I asked him to stay in about an inch from the end here. This edge side to side is 8'4" to here, so an inch less on each side. This will be 8'2". So then I'll have the road legal is 8'6", so I still have a couple inches on this side to play with the thickness of the wall, and then any kind of window box or an awning thing over the window, whatever. The welds look pretty good, and he sanded them down there, so I'll have a flat surface for building. I'm gonna hit these right now before dark. I came out here, I'll scrape these a little bit and then touch them with the black paint, but I wanted to come out and inspect them so we can see what kind of welds there are. He did a corner angle here. I cleaned up these welds a little bit, wire brushed everything down, rubbed it off with a cloth. So now I'm going to hit it with my Rust-Oleum, and then we should be good to go. He also pivoted this post. The crank was going this way, so he turned it 90 degrees, so now it cranks this way, which then will free up this space here that I could enclose it and put storage. But in general, I'm quite pleased. They look really pretty good. Very level, very good job. The distance from the edge of the bed to the outer edge of this flange is 9.5 inches. I wanted to take a 2x10, which is 9.5 inches wide, span it across the distance there. It'll go flush here and flush here. That will be 9.5 inches wide, and then my wall will attach to these. So because this flange kind of flies out, I'm going to need something to seal the road from the inside of my house. When the welder put the extensions on, he put a brace underneath, and he also put extensions and kept everything flush with this top edge. He also drilled holes for me to bolt the trailer down. I've got a hole every 16 on center. I was going to put in 3/8 bolts, so I asked him to drill 3/8 holes. Now, what I'm going to do is drill through so that those bolt holes will come straight up through the bottom. And what else I'm going to do is, in addition to the bolts coming through the holes and going straight up through the boards, I'm going to take a Simpson strong tie, probably 6 inches long, since this is a 2-inch span here. It'll come out 2 inches on this side and 2 inches on that side. It'll just be a flat bar, and I will drill through the Simpson tie and go up into this board from the bottom side. So this base plate here, the sill plate, will be attached to the trailer with the bolts in the holes plus straps across these other supports. This is going to be the width of the wall. So I'm going to bolt right down to the trailer. So this is just the base that's going to stay on the trailer. I'm going to build the wall with another sill plate on it to attach to this.